surprise, surprise.
Back to the F100 build. My son is the one that usually does all the videoing, so I'm going to do some. He's out goofing around with somebody. But we just painted the housing. It's looking really good. Came out sharp. It's a carbon metallic gray. Really nice and shiny. So we got longer studs in the housing. We had to do that because of the design of the aluminum third member is so much bigger. The case is bigger. So I needed to do some, basically made some spacers to move the bracketry forward. So we're going to get that all mounted in.
So we got our new rear end put in. Got all the suspension hooked back up again. Everything's there permanently now. Next we're going to put the axles in and then put our Willwood brakes on. And then we'll get the rear wheels and tires put on and it'll be a roller then. Alright, so a little update. We got the rear end put in it. We got the Willwood disc brakes put in, the strange axles. We got the rear QA1 sway bar put in, and that's kind of where we're at right now.
So we got all the suspension complete, and now we are doing some frame stiffening. The problem with all these trucks is these frames are like a noodle. If you don't tie them into the cab, you can have the best suspension in the world, but all the suspension is doing all the flexing and not the suspension. So you have to do some type of stiffening, and what we're doing is we're going to put basically we built a low roll loop in the back here. That's going to be tied into the frame, and now we're going to do it'll go through the bed and it'll be tied to the back here. So basically we're making like a big box. And if you can make a big box with your frame, it won't twist. So that's the whole idea. So I got the holes in the back of the cab. There'll be tubing coming down from here, and it'll be supported across this way. It'll be X'd, but it'll be all below the bed so you can't see it. And then like inside the chassis, inside the cab, just a small hoop here. This will also give us a point to hook our seat belts. It's the best way to tie your seats into your cab as well is to the frame, not to sheet metal. So we'll have little connection bars going down to box this in, and then also on the front of the firewall it'll eventually be tied to the front of the frame rails. So basically we're making a big box to make this thing really stiff. So we can get all the suspension to do all the work and not the frame.
And we got a couple other projects that we've been working on. Out here I got my 89 Chevy C1500 that we've been building for a little bit. It's getting the same rear end that we just put in the Ford, the 9-inch. And a couple other little goodies for it. And then building my brother's truck. We just finished all the motor work. I'll go show you that right now. So in here we got the motor that we're putting in my brother's 87 Dodge W100. It's a 360 Magnum. And we just finished cleaning up the heads and stuff on here. Got the new valves put in it, and we got to clean up the rocker arms and all that stuff. And then we'll be pulling the motor out of his truck. I'll go show you guys that real quick. So out here we got my brother's 1987 Dodge W100. This thing's pretty kick-ass. We just finished the paint job on this, and he ran it for about a month with the motor that was in it, the 316, and it sent the rod to God. So, and yeah, it's got this nice metallic, super metallic, milky gray color. And yeah, this is a nice little build we've been working on for a long time. So, got a lot more content to come. We got 3 other builds that we're doing right now. We got all the little toys. We got side by side over here. 2017 Yamaha 1000. Got all the grit skis and stuff, and we take all this stuff out to Sand Mountain and rip up in the hills. Yeah, I guess that's it for now, and I'll see you later.